Hello, AQA A-level Physics multi-choice question. If you want a different one, click on the information card up here and that'll bring up the playlist. If you want to do this question yourself, pause the video now. If you got an answer of C, well done. Here's my explanation. So, a diffraction grating is illuminated normally with a light of wavelength 6.5 times 10 to the minus 7 meters. Normally, it means it's at 90 degrees. When the screen is 1.5 meters from the grating, the distance between the 0 and the first order maxima on the screen is 0.3 meters. What is the number of lines per millimeter of the diffraction grating? Well, we're going to use an equation that's normally used just for double slits, and that is the fringe spacing is equal to the wavelength multiplied by the distance between the grating and the screen over S, which is the spacing between the lines on the grating and between the slits on the double slit. Now this equation is good, but it only works when we've got small angles. Well, I think we're going to have a reasonably small angle here. I haven't calculated it, but I can see it's going to be a nice small angle. So this is going to be a good enough approximation and quicker than using the diffraction grating equation. So let's rearrange, because ultimately we want to find the number of lines per millimeter, so we want to find the spacing between those lines to start with. So that spacing is equal to the wavelength over the distance from grating to screen over the distance between the maxima. And we can put some numbers in here. The wavelength, we're told, is 6.5 times 10 to the minus 7 meters. That distance is 1.5 meters, and the distance between the maxima is 0.3 meters. Put those numbers into your calculator and you get an answer of 3.25 times 10 to the minus 6 meters. Now that's the spacing between each of those slits. What I want to find is how many slits there are per millimeter. So to find how many slits there are, or the distance between the slits per meter, I just need to take 1 over of that value. Again, those numbers go into my calculator and I get an answer of 308 times 10 to the 3, and that's lines or slits per meter. But I want to know how many per millimeter. Well, if there's 308,000 per meter, there's going to be 1,000th that number per millimeter, so 308 per millimeter. Now you'll see there isn't a 308 per millimeter there. The closest is 300 times 10 to the 2, or sorry, 3 times 10 to the 2, which is 300 per millimeter. As I said, this is an approximation when the angle is small, but it's good enough to answer this question nice and quickly. I hope you found this video useful. Hit that subscribe button, give me a like and share with other people. Thank you.